Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. And here's what the Knights' schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Bird, Joel Embiid out there with Garnett. Then there's Derrick Rose. And for the Knights, we've got Alperen Sengun. Here we go. Davis is out there with Doncic. Then it's Nowitzki. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Inside. A shot off that time. Bird with some nice D. To Rose. Garnett with the screen for Rose. That three off the mark. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for the Knights. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That size of Nowitzki is tough to guard against, especially when he's got strong inside position.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And good that time.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Nowitzki. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Sengun kicks to Doncic. Nowitzki looking around. 5 to shoot. Fresh 14 for the Knights. Good with time running down in the shot clock.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Rose. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got his second bucket tonight.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside for Davis. Sengun with the screen for Davis. Kansas City needs to get off a shot. Pops it up for Bird. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Embiid gives you a lot. Scoring, rebounding, defense, and he can also beat you with the pass.
Rose against Doncic. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Garnett with the steal. Three-pointer, Bird. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Bird's got 5 now.
At the arc, Bird can be just devastating, especially when he gets into a nice rhythm.
To the middle, it's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. last touch by Embiid. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Knights. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
Well, I think for the Knights, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball. Solid look from Dirk. The way he stretches the floor really opens things up for their offense.
Now here's Embiid. He's guarded closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one. The Hornets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. So, GA, Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hogs, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Here's Bird following the score by Kansas City. And there's the drive. And stolen by Levin. And stolen by Miller. Bird passes to Theus. Over Bass. Tipped away. Cousins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they are top 10 in steals. This is a team that will cause turnovers if you're inefficient with the basketball.
And they show a lot of discipline on the court as their turnover ranking shows. They're not about to give away possessions. They don't get loose with the ball. That free throw, no good.
Well, for his position, DeMarcus Cousins has a great build, capable of being a physical big man, but also pretty agile for his size and able to adapt to his opponent.
Charlotte making a switch here. Pickett's checked in. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Knights. They trail by 1. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. You can see the frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked. Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Theus, still without a basket. Pass to Milicic. Now here's James. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Hornets 4th.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, Cousins is not the guy you want to put on the line because he's a pretty good foul shooter for a big guy.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on. And he's good on the second.
For Kansas City, they've gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. James kicks to Bass. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Oliverio, and the rejection by Bird.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Brandon Miller. He's right around 5 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
The Knights making a switch here. Washington's checked in. Miller outside. Down low. And it's Bird with the jam.
Bird throwing it down. He doesn't do that a lot. But he showed you right there. He can do it when he needs to.
Pass to Levens. Now here's James. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. To the paint, Milicic takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miller outside. Cousins with a screen for Miller. They get it back. And Cousins gets it to go.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
Bass finds James. Now Bass. It's up a 3. And it's Bird with the rebound. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Cousins. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Miller outside. To the inside. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, for Cousins, that's really a simple, strong throwdown. Part of his normal operation.
To the paint. Here's Milicic. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Milicic has got 6.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Pass to Miller. Here's Bird. James covering. Right wing. Here's Pickett. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Charlotte. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Joel Embiid out there with Garnett. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Theus in at the 2. Shot clock at 5. Nowitzki for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And going against Kansas City, their first meeting of the season. Pass to Theus. Out to the right wing. Now Garnett. Over Şengün. Garnett can't get it to go. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. Trailing by 2. Şengün with the bucket.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Now Rose. He has 6. Shoots the 3. Here's Embiid. Here's Garnett. Oh, Garnett. Aggressive.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. Efficient as a low block scorer.
Outside, James. Ripped away. Lets a floater go, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Now, here's Washington. Nothing on the board. 4 on the clock. James has a 2-pointer. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Theus. Back to Rose. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Kansas City. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game. James outside, and the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That's his first foul. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now to take a look at some numbers for Kevin Garnett.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Clock at 4. It's stolen. And now Rose running the floor hard. Oh, and slam it down!
Takeoff! Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man.
Oh!
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And the Knights have possession. After the basket by Charlotte, let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide." Guys, back to you.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, we thank you very much. That free throw good from Doncic. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation, being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Tries the spin move. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Davis dishes to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Davis looking for an opening. They set the pick from deep. Hornets with the rebound. Outside Rose. Pass to Theus. Here's Garnett. Deflects the pass. And here is Nowitzki. Davis, the pass to Nowitzki. The 3 for Doncic. And Kansas City misses again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Garnett with the screen for Embiid. Driving the lane. And Kansas City pushing it up now. Just look at the hustle from Nowitzki.
His long strides can sneak up on you. I mean, great ability to run the floor by Dirk, finishing the fast break.
To the wing on the left, and here's Rose outside. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist.
Timeout.
Embiid's got 3 assists tonight. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Look at the Hornets. This hasn't been the kind of year they envisioned. Time running out. Doncic, no good.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
This is where Miller relies on his moxie and agility inside the paint.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year vote. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Doncic. Luka bullies his way inside.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Back to Rose. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And here is Nowitzki. 12 points his last outing. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bird. And a slam dunk by Bird.
Cousins turning defense into offense with his activity that time.
Kansas City trails by 7. Pass to Nowitzki. Out to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's pass. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bird against Nowitzki. Outside Rose. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. All right. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Doncic with it. He's guarded by Cousins. There's the pick. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Kansas City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Hornets leading by 6. Pass to Cousins. Over to the left wing. Outside Rose. And here's Miller outside. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Şengün with the screen for Doncic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Doncic. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. You can't understate his impact on the backboard.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Here's Pickett. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Doncic passes to Nowitzki. James kicks to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Down low. Luka throws it down.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
Pass to Cousins. Here's Pickett. No good from outside. Kansas City trails by 7. Doncic outside. Launches it. Doncic knocks in the 3.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that. But these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the net. He went for a little something extra on that dunk, but the defense was right there. Oh, that's a heck of a stop.
Rose, that's good.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Doncic. It'll count. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait.
The previous play is under review.
And see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is fast.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
With the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angle.
And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
He has a great mix of point guard qualities. Makes this offense almost impossible to stop. And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Hornets.
The pace of this game.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Kansas City. 6-point game. So with James on the bench, here's who Terry Stotts is going with. Alvin Şengün out there with Nowitzki. And there's Davis. Then there's Luka Doncic.
You know, he's always ready to shoot the basketball, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, as soon as he catches the pass, he's locked and loaded and ready to go. Great confidence in his stroke.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Doncic against Rose. Şengün with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Embiid against Nowitzki. Embiid, the pass to Rose. His 3-pointers off the mark. Kansas City trails by 5. Pass to Doncic. Here's Nowitzki. Garnett with the block.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
Yep, that one goes in there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Şengün finds Nowitzki. Back to Şengün. Garnett with the steal. Oh, Garnett polishing off the fast break.
Garnett capping off the break nicely. They're always in the right place.
Kansas City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Davis with a screen on Rose. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Kansas City making a change here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Doncic outside. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Here's Oliverio, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Defense looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
James checked in for Luka Doncic. For Kansas City, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Outside, James. There's the triple. And Kansas City misses again.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Garnett the pass to Theus. Back to Garnett. Over Şengün. And the Hornets miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Embiid. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Clock at 6. And here's James outside. Bird pulls it in. Charlotte leading by 8. Theus the pass to Garnett. Unloads. Rebounded by Kansas City.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
James with it. He has 6. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Moving it up. Garnett just attacking the rim.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Nice ball movement by Kansas City. And the foul called on Larry Bird. That is his first foul of the game. And Miller, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Hornets substitution. Number 24, Brandon Miller.
On the wing, Davis, covered by Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis makes getting up there for the jam look so easy. He's a deceptively good athlete.
Pass to Theus. And here's Embiid. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Davis. And Şengün throws it down.
Şengün so effective around the rim. Great play.
Hornets leading by 6. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Shoots from 14. James, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Miller finds Embiid. Miller inside. No good on the shot.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day
looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much.
Brandon.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Nowitzki's checked in for Kansas City. And so he hits both. And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. The Hornets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Number 5 at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And Kansas City making a change here. Doncic is checked in. That one misses. Kansas City trails by 11. James wide open. Misses the 3.
He can't get anything to fall, at least not this quarter.
Pass to Cousins. Inside. And here's Miller outside. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Offensive rebound. Şengün kicks to Doncic. They could use a bucket. The Hornets pull it in. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Pickett. Now here's Cousins. Guarded by Doncic. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Charlotte.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Miller outside. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Davis. Pass to Pickett. Now here's Rose. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nowitzki outside. The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points.
He has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Pass to Miller. Back to Rose. Shot from free throw range. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Hornets lead by 6. And we'll get going after this from Cone Center. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Boy, that's a nice nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. We've got Bird, Garnett out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Embiid finds Rose. Miller with a wide open look. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Part of what Brandon Miller went second overall in 2023, he's a quality three-point shooter.
The 3 for Doncic. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the wide open shot from Rose. And it's the Hornets another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
James dishes to Doncic. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. And that time, also a missed shot.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Embiid, the pass to Rose. And it's off from three-point range. Kansas City trails by 15. The 3 for Doncic. Good on the triple.
We typically see Doncic operating from the top of the floor. A little different to see him doing work from the corner.
Embiid, the pass to Rose. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And it's Doncic missing.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Rose against Doncic. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Oh, good on the 3. Charlotte leading by 17. Down low. Rose finds Embiid. Here's Garnett. Rose looking around. Over Doncic. And it's Rose missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Knights. James outside. Sinks that one from the post.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fans break. Doncic with the ball. Here's James. Nails the baby hook. And so it's Charlotte with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Spins. 5 on the clock. And here's Rose outside. Rebounded by Kansas City.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one. Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
Charlotte leading by 11. Here's Bird. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Kansas City has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Şengün's checked in for Kansas City. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
To the middle, Kevin Garnett with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Embiid. And Davis sends it back. Kansas City trails by 12. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Rose. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Kansas City. Nowitzki's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Kansas City.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Pass to Rose. The tray. A 3-pointer is right on target. Rose has got 12 now in this quarter.
When this fella starts knocking down threes, watch out, folks. Just pouring it on in this half.
Davis finds Doncic. Ipo Şengün to the inside. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Nowitzki outside. The long shot, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Outside Embiid. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Garnett. From 18 feet away, he nails the jump shot.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
Kansas City trails by 16. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. You got to like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
Well, they have one thing to talk about. How do we stop this guy from knocking down threes?
It's your Kansas City Knights.
Garnett against Şengün. Doncic outside, shoots the 3. Cleared away by Bird.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Rose goes in. Got it to go.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the New Orleans Pelicans. On Wednesday, it'll be the Golden State Warriors coming to town. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Sorber in at the four-man position. And for the Pelicans, they've got Hayes. He's out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard position. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number one. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense, otherwise you're just vulnerable.
Jackson with a screen on Payton. Jackson outside. Pass to Hayes. 5 to shoot. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Hayes.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
There's a screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Wade. Shot clock at 5. It's Hayes with the rebound. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a three-point game. Here's Sampson. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Hayes, the pass to Miller. From downtown. And another three for New Orleans.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Sorber. Here's Wade. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And there's the screen. Hayes in the high post. Pass to Miller. And here's Hayes. Here's Sampson. Guarded by Howard. Fires from the wing. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Pass to Sampson. Over Howard. And another basket for New Orleans.
This is exactly the start they were hoping for at the offensive end.
Bridges outside. Here's Sorber. On the wing, Wade. Guarded by Miller. Three-pointer, Bridges. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
Goes. Jam that one home.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Wade. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You love the assertiveness Bridges plays with, accepting contact while he's trying to score.
Bridges hits them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Miller outside, puts up a three, buries it from three. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Wade. No points yet. Back to Bridges. The three. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Leading by 5. From deep. They get it back. Sampson's shot is off.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
On the wing, Wade, guarded by Miller. To the middle. Here's Payton. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. The Pelicans lead by 5. Back to Miller. From deep three-point land. Howard grabs the miss. Miami's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort, and let's give some credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
A good-looking shot from the wing. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
They're picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
To the inside.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Heat making a switch here. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And over the last few weeks, they have really used the three-point shot to their advantage.
And there's a pick. Miller outside. To the paint. Payton with a steal. Cunningham against Simmons. Here's Parks. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. New Orleans in the lead. Cunningham passes to Miller. Here's Camby. Park pulls it in. Here's Wade. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Payton. For 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Now here's Miller. He's covered closely. And finished off by Hayes.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Wade. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And the Heat with some changes. Williams comes in for Wade. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Payton.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 3. Pulls up on the wing. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Hero understands his role in this offense, and he knows when he should look to score.
Grant, since he's come into the league, what's jumped out to you about Hero's development?
Well, I've liked seeing...
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. Heinrich passes to Camby. That one is off. Good D by Simmons. Puts the move on. Hero on the wing. Fires from deep. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Pass to Blatch. There's a screen. Here's Cunningham. There's the drive. Here's Camby. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Parks. And there's 1:38 left in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 6. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there. And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
They set the screen, takes the 3, connects from downtown.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Simmons looking around. Miami moving it around. Williams with it. He's scoreless. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Pelicans lead by 3. Sharp with it, picked up by Simmons. And Cunningham throws it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Hero outside. Pelicans cleared away. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Yeah, sweeping this club in the last season series was probably the highlight of an underwhelming year.
Pass to Cunningham. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's New Orleans. They lead by 5. And quarter number... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
Jackson out there with Hayes. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Sampson in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. 11 feet out. Hayes, shot's good.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Well, that's a tough shot. The contested mid-range jumper, not exactly an analytics favorite.
Howard with a screen on Sharpe for 3. Bridges. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, stolen by Payton. And he lays it in on the break. Payton's got his first points of the night. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's the 3. Howard grabs the miss. Heat trail by 5. Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Hayes. Jackson, the pass to Hayes. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Miller's checked in for the Pelicans.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for your Pelicans.
Here's Hayes. Sorber with a rebound.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Out to Bridges. This one for 3. On target from range. Bridges has got 13 now.
You gotta enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
Here's Sampson. And again, New Orleans, no good.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Pass to Wade. To the middle. Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Payton with a steal. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game, but the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Out to Bridges. They set a pick. 5 on the clock. No good that time. New Orleans leading by 3. Hayes with a screen on Payton. Pass to Miller. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. Miller's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to Payton. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by Sampson.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Hayes with a screen on Payton. To the left side wing. Sampson passes to Miller. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Unloads. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Here's Payton. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Wade. Now here's Bridges. Here's Sorber. And here's Howard. Howard, the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Miami. The Pelicans lead by 8. Miller outside. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Sorber. Here's Wade, guarded by Miller. Here's Sorber. And here's Jackson. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first one. Cunningham's checked in for Jackson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Parks. Now here's Simmons. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami. Ben Simmons. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Simmons.
And one thing special about Simmons is his ability to defend multiple positions. You can put him on anyone, and he'll give him a hard time.
Pass to Bledge. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Here's the pick. Simmons against Cunningham. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. About halfway through the season, let's take a look at the standings out west. Taking a look at the Pelicans, here around the midway point, they've proven to be a top 3 team in their conference.
Seeing where the Pelicans are, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, coming into the year, they were certainly one of the favorites, if not the favorite. And they have not disappointed.
Here's Blatch. Hey, great D that time from Grant.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside, Williams. Again, the Heat misses. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 12-3 run. Heinrich, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Heinrich's got 5 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guy. Heat trail by 13. Simmons up top, guarded by Miller. Simmons against Miller. And Simmons gets it to go. He's got 5.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
Pass to Bletch. Simmons against Miller. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Pass to Hero, lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Bletch, and it's Pelicans ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And the layup is good off the glass. Bletch has gotten his second bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to Parks. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Bletch.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
Outside Simmons. Outside Williams. And again, no good by Miami.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Heinrich. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first half of basketball. Heat trail by 16. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Simmons, the pass to Williams. Yep, that one goes.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Miami shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Sharp's checked in. And Miami with a change here too. Hayden's checked in.
The line for 1.
Here's Heinrich. He's got 5. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Good D by Payton. Simmons, the pass to Payton. Here's Parks. The wide open shot is on the money.
Assist
It's picked off. Hero for 3. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Heinrich. 8 points in his last time out. Pass to Sharp. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Cunningham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Cunningham. That one's no good.
Loose ball. Go the other way. Third team foul.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. With 2 seconds left, and he lays it up and in. Cunningham's got 7 points. And so that's the end of the first half. It's New Orleans leading by 9. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much left. If we can get on the same page defensively, we can be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the New Orleans Pelicans.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Heat trail by 9. And on the floor for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges, and it's Peyton in at point guard. Here's Wade. Three-pointer off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Hayes with a screen. Clock at 6. Jackson finds Hayes. Peyton with a steal. Pass to Bridges. Jacks up at 3. They get it back. Here's Forbert. Comes up empty down low.
They started out this half ice cold. 0 for their first 3.
Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And he makes it.
No, he is a huge talent, and he's been hitting shots, but so have his teammates. It's been a collective effort.
Outside Peyton. Three-pointer, Bridges. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Miller on the wing. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Lets it fly. Rebound Miami.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Legs, when you're watching a young team play, what are the things you're looking for?
Well, look, a lot of teams have young players who are focused on making a name for themselves, but I like to see unselfishness. Those guys who can play with a team-first winning mindset, those are the guys that you keep long-term.
Play D, do the dirty work, stay in the rotation.
About sums it up.
And he's good on the second. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Miller outside. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Lets it go from deep. Here's Sampson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
He's made 3 or 4 free throw attempts in this game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Bridges. Back to Payton. And he can't bank that one in.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Commissioner Silver talked about health, and he said that some of the injuries that our young players are experiencing are overuse injuries. In earlier eras, players in school participated in different sports depending on the season. He said perhaps a return to that approach is warranted. BA, back to you.
Interesting thought. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. To the paint. Here's Sorber. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges, delivering a dime right on the money.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's stolen away. All by himself. Launches a 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Miller outside. Shoots. Rebound Miami. Sorber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Heat trail by 5. On the wing, Wade, guarded by Miller. Here's Wade. No points so far. The 3, Bridges. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for New Orleans?
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
He's off on the second. Leading by 4. Puts up a deep 3. Sorber with a rebound. Sorber's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Wade. Here's Payton. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Hayes has got 9 rebounds now. Lets it go. Plenty of room to knock down that one. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Sharp, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Williams is checked in for Miami. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. 5th, the Heat.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
On defense, New Orleans. Up top, Bridges. Howard with a screen on Sharp. For 3, Bridges. And again, no good by Miami.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hayes with a screen. Four on the clock. Beyond the arc. And Miller good for 3. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Here's Wade. No made baskets yet. Hits the trifecta.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Miller left side. Hayes in the high post. Pass to Sharp. It's rebounded by Wade.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Hayes with a screen on Payton. Outside Sharp. Hayes with a screen. Sharp against Bridges. And the 3 off target. Heat trail by 6. And one thing's for sure, Tim. Shaedon Sharp, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. to Cunningham. Here's Blatch. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Bridges. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
17-foot shot on the way, and it's Cunningham missing. Heat trail by 4. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first. Good on the second one. Heat trail by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Simmons. Howard with a screen on Cunningham. Out left to the wing. Poke loose. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Payton. Again, the Heat score.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Outside Sharp. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Cunningham outside. Cunningham on the wing. Pass to Blatch. Corner shot. Miami grabs the miss. Sorber's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Back to Simmons. Fader on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Pelicans lead by 3. Out to the right wing. Cunningham outside. Down low. Here's Camby. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Cunningham against Payton. And they double up Simmons. Howard, the screen. It's Bridges on the wing. For the tie. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Simmons. Howard with a screen on Cunningham. Simmons against Cunningham. Tries again. And it's Simmons missing. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's New Orleans up by 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Sharp, Jackson out there with Hayes, and it's Sampson in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5. Heat trail by 3. Howard with a screen on Jackson. Intercepted! Here's Sharp. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Sharp's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
Pass to Sorber. Back to Payton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Pass to Hayes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Payton passes to Wade. Out to Bridges. Let's go with a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Sampson. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Heat trail by 8. Here's Wade. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Howard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First team foul. Shooting for Miami. Howard. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Miller's checked in for Sharp. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. New Orleans leading by 7. Hayes with a screen on Howard. Miller outside. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now here's Payton. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer, Bridges. Miami, no good that time either. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. There's a screen. Pass to Miller. 4-3. Sorber with a rebound. Sorber's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now Payton. Here he goes for 3. Bridges. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Here's Miller. He shoots again. Sampson's shot is off. Heat trail by 9. Pass to Howard. Right side, Payton. Steps back and shoots. And no good, trying to use the glass. New Orleans has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Bridges against Miller to the left wing. Here's Sampson. Gets some space and buries the jumper. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Timeout called. Mitch Johnson. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. They set the pick. Pass to Peyton from outside the arc. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Miller.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Heat trail by 8. Peyton passes to Howard. Out to the wing. Left side, Peyton. Bridges outside. Howard, the screen. From the arc. Pelicans cleared away. Sampson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Howard. Here's Wade. Now here's Peyton. 6 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left iron. The Pelicans lead by 10. Inside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Bridges. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Shot is good, Sampson. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Peyton passes to Bridges. Miami moving it around. Back to Wade. Howard with a screen on Miller. Here's Wade. Here's Howard. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's Peyton. Another shot.
Their execution has not been crisp this half, and it's putting them in a hole. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Hayes with a screen. They swipe it. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Oh, some nice teamwork in transition.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Miller. Oh, he can't hit a tough 3.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Hayes with a screen on Peyton. Tries it from 16. Oh, the shot is off.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Shooting for Miami, Dwayne Wade at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
Well, that's the problem, playing catch-up at the end. Every point matters, but at least it wasn't an empty trip.
Jackson outside. He's off from three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And stolen by Hayes. Hayes with a screen on Peyton. Miller outside. Ooh, using two hands to power it down.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Heat, Howard. Shooting one.
One shot.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Minute 4 left in the fourth quarter here. Ooh, the shot misses. Miami's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Not that time. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Doubled by Peyton. Snatched away.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Now Bridges shoots a three. It's off. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And time now to present our player of the game.
you.